EA Sports coverage of the NFL playoffs brings us to the desert Southwest, Glendale, Arizona, and State Farm Stadium. Coming up, it's a battle to represent the NFC in this year's Super Bowl, and we've got a classic in store between the Chicago Bears and the Arizona Cardinals. The excitement level around here at a fever pitch as we're underway in the 2020 NFC Championship game. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. Only a couple for him there on the game's first play, and it's second down.
Yeah, he only gets a few yards on 1st and 10, but he's better off doing that than throwing an incompletion or even worse, an interception.
The 24-yard line.
From the 24, Trubisky. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a third down. They were trying to liven up this playoff game very early on. Pretty deep throw, but good coverage.
I think they were counting on the defenders being a little tight, a little over-anxious early, and trying to catch them flat-footed and get a big play.
On third down, Trubisky. And Robinson with a big catch. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
But we're used to seeing the guy that you consider the #1 receiver double covered, but how about this guy? He's double covered and finds a way to make the play for a first down.
That's how you increase your Madden rating, right?
No doubt about that at all. And you know something? I think we'll hear about that from him soon.
Throwing here, Trubisky. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. That throw good for 4. It's second down.
And, partner, I think that was a great example that not all tight ends are created equal. Because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. Again, it's Trubisky. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, but they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's third down.
He kind of forced that one there, didn't he? It's almost like he predetermined where he was going to go with the football.
Yeah, and he wasn't really going through progressions. He wanted to go to his top guy. You do that against this defense, they'll make you pay, won't they?
Yeah, they certainly will. They react very quickly to the thrown football.
He goes full extension, and he's got it. And this is good for a first down, his second grab of this NFC Championship bout.
A Hall of Fame coach once said, there are no medals for trying. And that wasn't a trying effort, was it? That was a winning effort. How about that great catch?
Excellent. They know, hey, you lose this game, you get a ding or two. You got 7 months to heal. They're going to go all out.
Hey, orbit. Check 48's the mark. Alert, alert. Alert, alert. Just like that.
They'll throw on first down with Trubisky. He finds Robinson. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. A Chicago first down there on a gain of 11. And the pocket's been protected pretty good here so far on the opening drive.
We always talk about confidence in runners and catchers and quarterbacks. How about the protection detail? They're not allowing anyone near the guy throwing the football.
From the red zone down, here's Trubisky on first down. Caught by Montgomery. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. That was the 8th play of the drive, so a somewhat fitting pickup of 8 yards. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. First carry now for David Montgomery. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. It's an 8-yard pickup, and it leads to a first and goal. Well, one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync, as we're seeing so far, where that continuity is there, and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front linebackers, you're exactly right. It could be a very long night for the defense, because someone's going to run for some big yardage.
Now Trubisky to throw. And that's going to be knocked away in the end zone. It's incomplete. Robert Alford that time on the great coverage.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on first down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on first down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up second down.
So we got 3 on 1 tackle, but couldn't do a whole lot else. It'll be a gain of 5, and it's going to set up a 3rd and goal. Driven it down the field nicely here on the opening drive, but now it's put up or shut up.
No doubt about it, because to make that type of a drive and ultimately kick a field goal would feel very disappointing. But I'm just wondering, is the head coach thinking, is this 4-down territory? Might he go for it?
Check 48's the mark. Check 48's the mark. Ready? Hey, look, 48. Look, hey, we don't like the 48.
On 3rd and goal, Trubisky got his man, and it's caught for a Chicago touchdown. In for the score. And the Bears take it all the way down the field and score on the opening drive. Forget about the storylines of being intimidated in the playoffs on the road. I mean, that was pretty clinical right there.
Yeah, they didn't treat it like it was a playoff game in January, did that?
No.
That felt much more like, hey, we're back in August, running a few drills in the practice field. They seem unaffected by what they're facing in this one.
This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll wind up getting an extra couple yards here for his trouble as he'll bring this one out to the 27. Murray and the Cardinals with a 1st and 10 at their own 27. They'll run with Taylor. He takes this for 3 to the 29.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
The give to Taylor. And tough going there as he'll only get it up to about the 31. A 1-yard gain there following the 3-yard pickup on first down.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Now Murray. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Danny Trevathan, and his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line. He's had a fantastic rookie season, made a lot of lovely throws, but that wasn't one of them.
Well, we got to give him one, don't we? I mean, with the year he's having, a lot easier for he and his teammates to accept that throw, because for the most part, what they've seen, it's been pretty sensational.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. Allen Robinson, the intended receiver. That'll bring up second down.
18. 59. You won't see me in your nightmare. 5.
Here's Trubisky to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. The reception good for 7. It's third down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Trying to get it to Robinson, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Robert Alford. Really nice pick there for the reigning NFC Defensive Player of the Week, and a good story on that. He said he didn't even know he won the award. His buddy had to call him. He saw it on television and said, hey, congratulations. How about that?
And I'll bet you his buddy said, well, since you didn't know, I'll just go ahead and claim the award, right? And everything that goes along with it. But the reason he won the award the previous week and what we just saw there, instincts, understanding where the play is going and being able to make a play on the football.
And not a whole lot to speak of there as they'll bring him down shy of the 20.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
On 2nd and 9, Murray. And this is, oh my goodness, he pulled it in one-handed. That one covers 29 yards, first down. Murray now on first down. Now he lets it go deep for Kirk. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. Christian Kirk, the man he was looking for, and that'll bring up second down. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. They fake the handoff. Now Murray. He's going to air one out. That's going to be caught. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. Andy Isabella, 51 yards. As his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. Gonzalez able to tack on the PAT. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. That's complete to the Memphis man, Anthony Miller. These two teams all tied after one. From up near the 40 now after the big play to start. Here's another 1st and 10. First down, here's the run to Montgomery. He'll take this from the 40 up to the 45 for a gain of 5.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. A play fake to Montgomery. Now Trubisky. And oh, look at that. A diving catch. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Cardinals' 35.
Well, partner, when you ask anyone other than your QB to throw the ball, you must have a lot of confidence or you think you're really going to fake them out, and it looks like they did exactly that.
Yeah, going deep in the playbook and a great grab on the other end. And he'll go down at the 28. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Lock in. Protein spill. Here we go, let's bring it. Let's go, let's bring it.
On 2nd down and 4, Trubisky. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
And it is true. You can draft the fastest. You can draft the most athletic guys. But if they don't know the art of positioning, sometimes it's all for naught. In this case, in the right spot, helped force the incompletion.
Yeah, had his hands on it for a second. Would have been a tough catch, though. Falls incomplete.
18. Check. Any weapon. 18. 48 Mike.
Now Trubisky. And able to find Graham, complete. His first catch in this NFC Championship game, and it's a first down.
And in a lot of ways, that catch is expected. Red zone presence, and that one was realized there. You've got to find your tight end in that situation.
They'll run with Montgomery. And from the 9, they get this to the 5-yard line. So that run gets them about halfway home.
Yeah, it's now 2nd and goal. The end zone beckons. It looms. They can do whatever they want. Full playbook. Run it again, or they can go play action and try and put it in that way.
They try again with Montgomery. And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on third, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that second down is the time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being 4-down territory.
And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. A 3-yard loss. 4th down now. The kick by Pinheiro is good. And they take the lead here now at 10-7. That drive took him inside the 10. Good job defensively to hold him to 3.
Yeah, I like how you did that. Give a little tip of the cap to the stop troops there because they didn't give up a touchdown in that situation, right? Made them kick the field goal. And, yeah, points went against them, but that feels a whole lot better running off the field.
Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
On 1st and 10, here's Murray. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked off right around the 43. Second interception for him now here in this first half. And you got to think he's a rookie, Charles. How much does confidence start to become a factor?
I think that's a great question because that's what they're going to check on when he gets to the sidelines. The coach is going to check on it. His teammates are going to check on it because when you haven't done it before, it's not something that's part of you. You got to see how you're going to react. Let's see how he bounces back.
Yeah, because 2 interceptions for him in college and a half. I mean, that just didn't happen. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Here's Trubisky. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
The positioning here is key. As a defensive back, you're taught 99% of the time, make a play on the football. But in this case, making a play on the man was all the difference. That's what forced the incompletion.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 as they line up 2nd and 10. On 2nd down, Montgomery. Pretty good little 2-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or 2 because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
Now it's Trubisky. And he's going to go down. They get to him back at the 40. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts. He'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. And this is good from 57 yards out. That was bombs away right there. These kickers now, it used to be that a 50-plus yarder was cause for celebration. Now seemingly automatic.
Yeah, isn't it funny when we prepare for a game, when you look at the backgrounds of these kickers, it's interesting, isn't it, to find out they were all-state quarterbacks, receivers, defensive backs, all-state wrestlers, right? Baseball players. We're finding athletes all along, and now they're just specialists putting it through the posts.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And last time, 1-play interceptions, so this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling, because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, you get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30. Now Taylor. Call it a gain of a yard, and it's going to bring up 3rd and 5. 2 minutes remain in the first half of this NFC Championship. And a reminder, folks, as we've done all year, we'll send you to Orlando for our EA Sports halftime report coming up shortly. The coach with us, as always, and he will start to look ahead to Super Bowl 53. And able to find Kirk complete. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. 15 yards that time, and the Cardinals move the chains.
First and 10 at the 45-yard line.
First down, Murray. He gets this into the hands of Taylor. Nothing on that one. It'll be second down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's second and 10. On second down, here's Murray. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's third down.
All right, need you to check my eyes here. This entire unit defensively, I think, has looked really strong in the first half, especially in the secondary. They've been cohesive, fast to the football. We just saw another example arriving there to help knock that one away.
And he's got the completion to Hopkins.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on first and 10. Murray now to throw. And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Danny Trevathan. Certainly not what he was hoping for, Charles. That's now 3 interceptions in this ball game.
But there's a lot of knowledge to be gleaned every time you throw an interception if you do things the right way. And hasn't there been a pretty darn good quarterback along the way who threw a lot of interceptions early, learned from them, and became great later?
Who would that be?
That'd be one Peyton Manning. Threw 28 his rookie year. That's the NFL record. How'd things turn out for him?
I think okay. He's a guy in all the commercials now, right?
Yeah, I think he's doing okay.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, second and 10. From the gun, it's Trubisky. Dancing to his left, and he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Now the Cards going to call another timeout, their second, as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime. After that sack we just saw, Trubisky and the Bears deal with a third and long.
Hey, echo. Switch. 58, right over there.
Now Trubisky on third and long. Eluding the pressure right. Gonna let one fly for Robert. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 18. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
Take over first and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. And the ball backed way up, so thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation, either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half. And
pressure, and he's taken down. A Bear sack. And offensively, they'll take the timeout with 6 seconds left in the second quarter.
Second and 12 at the 15-yard line.
Now, following the sack, they'll come up here on a second down and 12.
Let's go one more.
They don't want to repeat a first down. They'll keep it on the ground. He's got a first down past the 30. So we've reached halftime here in the NFC Championship. As now we send you out to Orlando and hook back up with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. The Hallis Trophy still hangs in the balance as the second half now underway in the NFC Championship game. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be second down.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
On second down, it's Taylor, and he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off by Kyle Fuller. And they finally put it into this return, but not before he's all the way down to the 37. Oh, you just kind of feel for him right now. 4 interceptions, and you can almost see through his face mask. There's a lot going on in between the ears.
There certainly is, and probably way too much, because now he's probably doubting himself a little bit, wondering what adjustments he has to make. But here's what he needs to do. Get through this game, go to the press conference, meet it head on, and show your teammates you're ready to shoulder what happened today, and you'll be ready for the next game.
And if he can do that as a rookie, that's a great sign of maturity.
Check. Fresno. Hey, ball. Whip. Watch the whip. Whip. Hey, Delta.
From the 29, Trubisky. Pressure comes, and Trubisky goes down. Chandler Jones. It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop him.
Well, partner, we know they came out of the locker room down on the scoreboard, but I will guarantee you the defensive side of the ball got super emotional. They can come out and play with aggressiveness, with fury, because they don't have to be quite as precise, and it paid off for them on that play, didn't it?
Sure did. Excellent play, really setting the tone for this third quarter. On third down, they go Montgomery. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 41. They were ahead of schedule after the gain of 7 on first down, but the defense does not budge on second and third. So now on comes the field goal unit, and wow, this is no ordinary try here. So this will be spotted on the midfield logo. It's a 58-yard attempt. A good effort there from distance, but he might have needed a little more help from the air conditioning behind him on that one.
It probably would have helped. This is awfully close to getting there. It was right on target, but it winds up being just a little bit short.
They run with Taylor, and a nice move will yield nothing as he's stopped behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down.
At the 46-yard line.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on second and 12.
Check 13. 22, check cover. 22, check.
Second down, Murray sets to throw. And the catch made by Hopkins. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. A gain there of 30 big ones. Hey, you need a big play? Go to your big play guy.
Listen, that's football 101. When you have to have it, you expect that guy to step up. A lot of people call these receivers divas. Sometimes just leadership when they get in the huddle and say, get me the ball. I'm about to make a big play.
So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Here's Taylor trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. The All-Pro in 2 positions. Khalil Mack there to make the stop.
2nd and 10 at the 24-yard line.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Play fake. Murray, he's going to go up top for the end zone. He's got his man. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. DeAndre Hopkins There to make the grab. And now they can recapture the lead if they can make the PAT. Gonzalez good on the extra point, and that will put them on top here in the third. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line.
At their own 26-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer this time?
Closer.
Yeah, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him.
On second down now, it's Montgomery, and he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football. In that situation, that's almost a tendency breaker.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Now it's Trubisky. It's complete. It's Miller. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. 17 yards on the catch and run. It's a first down.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection. They run on first down, but it only produces a gain of 2. It's second down now. Give them a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Trubisky. Oh, did he hang on to it? He did on the dive. Nice grab. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Cardinals' 30.
18.
Tackle made there by Jordan Hicks.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on second down.
18.
Now the Purdue man, this is Akeem Hunt. And some room to roam now. And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. 25 yards to the house. And the Bears have retaken the lead. And there you go. Nothing really too complex. Block, keep to your assignments, let them run it in. They did it.
Fundamental football. Good blocking beats good tackling on that play. End result, touchdown.
Hey, alert 48, alert 61, matchbox lights. Yo.
They'll try and run it here. And he will find the end zone here, and the lead moves up to 7. And they're able to ground it in there on the 2-point try. And you and I were talking before the game that 2-point conversions from the 15-16 season, what has changed, what hasn't changed, partner?
Yeah, I'll tell you what's changed is just your normal strategy, because now you're either kicking the football with the ball on the 15-yard line, or if you decide to go for 2, they put it on the 2-yard line. So what are you thinking as a coach? Do I risk it? Do I go for it here? Do I try and gain a strategic advantage and maybe go for 2 early? That's what people are wondering about.
On first down, it's Taylor, and he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this third quarter. 1 quarter remains until the NFC crowns its champion. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 12 yards to pick up. Good enough for an Arizona first.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
Now Murray off play action. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete. Artie Burns, former first-rounder, there to break that one up.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Flushed out right. And he's going to keep it here. It's just a gain of a couple there on the scramble, and now it's third down. The Cardinals on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. Throwing is Murray on third down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Akeem Hicks, his second sack of the night. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
21 yards. Well done on the return. And the Bears take over. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. They have the lead, obviously, late in the game. I guess the good news for them is if for some reason they would make a mistake, a field goal does the opposition no good.
Everyone loves to have a little bit of a cushion, and that helps you immeasurably. But the bottom line is, do all the things that you're taught in order to close out the game. Don't even let that become an issue.
Yeah, but still a one-possession game. This one not fully over yet. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10.
X3, 218, chop. Ran, chop. Hey, check 24. Watch 24. Behind.
Play action. It's Trubisky. He'll find Miller. That's complete. It's a pickup of 10 and a Bears first down. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
They'll run on first down. Montgomery. Well, I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
Well, that didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
Under 4 to go now as the clock runs, and they come up on second down. They'll run with Hunt on second down. And only able to muster a couple down to about the 27.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
They stay on the ground. Again, it's Hunt. And he's not going to sniff the first down here. He stopped at the 25. Give him a couple on the run as it brings up a 4th down. The kick by Pinheiro is good. And that will push the lead up to double digits now at 10. So that's a big one. Obviously, Charles makes it a 2-score game. His 3rd field goal of the game, able to knock it through.
Yeah, not exactly free and clear yet, but as a defense, you get to play a little bit looser, don't you? Because you do now have a little bit of a margin of error, don't you?
And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut him, all right? So you've got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field on this drive.
Poor punter.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault. Hey, listen, there's going to be casualties at times. We're trying to win a game.
And this shot downfield on second down is brought in. And he'll take this one in for the Arizona touchdown. Christian Kirk, 72 yards, as they are now just an extra point away from making this a 3-point game. Gonzalez able to tack on the PAT. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told, as he's taken down back shy of the 20. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. After the touchdown we just saw, we have a brand new ball game. And now look at the situation. You got plenty of time on the clock. Defensively, they have 3 timeouts. So do you run the football here or do you throw it?
I think you have that full conversation with your offensive unit, and you tell them, here's the situation. They've got all their timeouts, so we are not going to play this conservatively. We've got to attack them. We've got to make them use those, gain the ground that we need in order to put this game away. If you think we're just going to run it 3 times and punt it, you got another thing coming.
Yeah, and then, by the way, also the 2-minute warning in place, so essentially 4 timeouts left.
They have to be aggressive here.
9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. On first down, they'll run with Hunt. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. So they come up on 2nd down, and they can get another run like we just saw. Would likely put an end to this thing.
Let's get it. Lock in, lock in.
Here's Hunt. He's got the first down and more past midfield. And all the way down to the 33-yard line. A gain there of 30 big ones.
That outside handoff to the left, that play has to warm the heart of an offensive line coach because they controlled the left side where they were supposed to, but they didn't allow anything to leak from the backside on the right side of the offensive line either. Well played.
Yeah, and it created a big run.
Trubisky on the keeper. A loss of a yard brings up 2nd and 11 at the Cardinals' 34-yard line.
And here come the whistles and a timeout with 7 seconds left. And they will take a knee here. And the clock will now stop as a timeout is called with 5 seconds left. So 1st and 2nd down went in the wrong direction. They'll try to do better here on 3rd and 13. And they take a knee. Charles, let's focus for a second on the losing side. In a couple months, they may look back and say, wow, it was a great season. But right now, I guarantee they're feeling no sugarcoating on this one.
And you can already see the T-shirts at training camp next year, can't you? Unfinished business. Because they've got to find a way to motivate these guys to go through all the same pain, right? All the same tough stuff, and find their way back and give themselves a chance to win this game again next year.
And that'll close the books on the conference championship. For Charles Davis, myself, Brandon Gaudin, and our entire crew, we'll talk to you in 2 weeks from the Super Bowl.